Here's an example, I suppose, of limits. Limits. Psychoanalytic limits. I'll give two examples. The first comes from Dr. Jim Buse. That's B like boy, E-W-S. Buse. Jim Buse. That's Culver City, California. Los Angeles. It's just right by UCLA. And I was in psychoanalysis with Dr. Buse from exactly the first week of January 2012 until exactly the first week of April 2012, 4 days per week. I added up the number of sessions and that it amounts to, and I don't know how many it is. I always forget, but I guess I should remember. So it was very hard, very like just. Those 4 months were basically 100% psychoanalysis. Now there were, of course, I went into, whatever degree of detail that I needed to go into. And I was discussing ejaculation, seminal ejaculation into the throat. And before I even had the chance to explain what my point was, he interrupted me and he started moralizing. But it wasn't based in morality, it was based from the perspective of a medical alibi. And he started talking about whatever oral cancers can be attributed to I don't know, excessive contact with human semen? I guess. I did read about it a fair bit. All right. Well, humans have lots of oral sex. I mean, it's a total fact. It's a necessary fact. It is an absolute necessary fact. Like oral sex is a massive part of most humans' lives, even if you think it's not. And oral sex involves ejaculations. Females have ejaculate too, and I'm not even sure how much we know about it, because as it turns out, how much research is there about female ejaculate? Well, I wonder if that causes oral cancer. Maybe Dr. Buse knows. So the point is that whatever it was that I had to say of psychoanalytic import about seminal ejaculation in the throat, in the mouth, was absolutely interrupted by his moralizing. Another example comes from roughly 2018. It was around March or April 2018, and this was with my erstwhile psychoanalyst. Now this is in New York, because Dr. Buse is in Los Angeles. This is in New York. I was talking about various language in the bedroom associated with the concept of, quote, coming in my mouth. All manner of concepts related to that. And I narrated a few bedroom scenes from my life, the certain things that people yelled during, in the very, heavy passion. Come in my mouth and, do this, do that, come in my mouth and then do this and that, right? Right. So Dr. Russell cut me off. Oh, Dimitri, I had no idea. And then he changed the subject. So I didn't get to go anywhere with it. So these have been two examples of psychoanalytic material that even psychoanalysis itself apparently seems quite unable to work with, just because the force, the pornographic force of just the immediate pornographic force of everyday human experience is very upsetting, I guess. And it's still even though we have to face it, the pornographic force of immediate human experience. So I have no faith in psychoanalysis, because psychoanalysis is still scared of its own wiener. And I guess set theory is even more afraid of its own wiener than psychoanalysis is afraid of its own wiener. So I don't really know who isn't afraid, Maybe Edward Witten and Abir Igamberdiev, they're not afraid. Who else? I don't know. Those guys have balls of steel. They're not afraid of anything. There's a few more that I'm slipping my mind. Judith Butler's pretty fearless. Yeah. Judith Butler. Slavoj Zízek is absolutely fearless. I mean, Slavoj Zízek at this point, dude, please, brother, can you protect me? Protect me. I'm out here. I'm literally out here, all out here in the cold, my brother. Ya Rasul, inshallah.